Alright, Taurus G2C unboxing. And the first shot's fired. I just picked this up, have not unboxed it, other than I took it out and I put it on my little kitchen scale to see what it weighed with one magazine in it. And that has a lot to do with why I purchased this Taurus G2C. So here we are. I have the manual, the lock here, spare magazine, and here is the pistol. And I went with the stainless slide. And there's a lot of reasons why I went with the stainless slide, but a lot of it has to do with the reason why I picked this up was to compare cartridges of 9mm plus P to 357 and 38 special. And I want it to look kind of like my little Taurus 605 here. So the main reason for this is that it is rated for plus P ammunition. So I wanted to do a comparison between 9mm plus P and 357 or 38 special plus P because I get so many comments that, well, in your short barrel test, you're using standard pressure 9mm ammunition and a standard pressure rated Diamondback. So I wanted to go with plus P. And why this is so cool here is that I measured how far a bullet nose is to the muzzle. And what I did is I reloaded a Spear Gold Dot plus P round to the exact overall length, but with no powder, no primer. And I took the overall length. Basically, we have a 3 1/4 inch barrel here. And when you go from bullet nose to the muzzle, we're talking almost exactly 2.1 inches. It's 2.1 and some little digits there. And I did the same thing with this. I took the calipers and I measured from the bullet nose with this dummy round that's loaded to spec, overall length. Measured from the front of the bullet to the cylinder face here. And with the feeler gauge, measured between there and then the actual barrel length. And again, 2.1 inches of barrel travel. And the other interesting thing is this gun weighs an even 21 ounces on my scale. This pistol weighs 20 1/2 ounce. So this is 1/2 ounce lighter. And typically when I do test videos, I will load 6 rounds in automatic to go 5 through the chronograph and 1 through the ballistic box. So 6 rounds of 9mm should as well weigh the same as 5 rounds of 357. So very comparable here. We have the same weight gun, which will tell me the difference in felt recoil and ammunition. We have both that can handle plus P ammunition, plus P 38, plus P 9mm, or 357 Magnum. Both have the same amount of barrel travel. Both are made by Taurus, both are stainless steel. So we're probably not going to get a better comparison between 9mm plus P and 38 plus P or 357 Magnum plus P. So that's why I chose this pistol. And I already have a bunch of ammunition in here that I do plan to test. Between 357 and all of this 9mm is 9mm plus P. So all 9mm plus P versus 357. And then maybe in a later series we'll get into 38 special plus P versus 9mm plus P. And I'm going to go out today. First shot's fired. I'm actually going to use nothing but hollow point ammunition today. This is just standard pressure ammunition that not particularly good ammunition. We got some 115 grain critical defense Hornady, 147 grain, that will give us a big variance in bullet weight, see if it functions. And I got some 124 grain Hydra shot, 135 grain Hydra shot, 124 grain HST 6 hour, 124 grain Spear Gold Dot standard pressure, 124 grain. So I'm going to see if hollow points function. That gives us a big wide array of weights. I'll run a little patch through this barrel to clean it out and put a little CLP on the slide here just to lubricate it and see how it does. And haven't really showed much of the pistol yet, so I'll do that real quick here. Close up of this pistol. Stainless steel. Really does feel good in the hand. Does have second strike capabilities. A little bit mushy trigger, but second strike capabilities. And I believe takedown has something like a Glock where we pull the trigger and then do one of these things. Yep. So here we go. Nothing too fantastic going on here. Just your basic striker fired pistol going on here. So pretty basic there. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a clean up and then we'll head out to the range and fire some first shots through it. Alright, I'm back a full 7 yards. I figured that would give a good distance to see where this is heading.
I haven't fired a single shot from a handgun in 3 weeks, so that's even more interesting here. These magazines were really difficult to load, very stiff. But here's the Federal HST 124 grain standard pressure. We'll see how I do from 7 yards with this ammo. Looks like I got a hang up on the first round here. That's not good. Seems to be kind of locked in there. That was a live round. That was weird. Keep going. So, kind of stuck back a little bit again. That's interesting. That again is a live round. So I'll put these live rounds back in here, the HSTs, and we'll see if they fire. Still stuck. It locks up and it doesn't close all the way. I'm going to leave that round alone. I'll try this one. Alright. Accuracy is not that good, what I'm used to. Now I'm going to put a new target. I got some gold dots. One thing I do notice is that you try to do sort of a 1911 style grip. These buttons are in the way. You really do have to wrap them down. Either that or, you know, whatever. I'll try the gold dot and see how that does. I also noticed the mags don't want to drop free yet. Might just because it's new. By the way, those targets are miniature, so they're only about that wide, so they're not a full-size silhouette. Here's the gold dot 124 grain. Let's see if this does better. I'm going to grip it a little different. Alright, a little bit better. This texture on the inside of the grip here, that is horrible. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it is starting to cut into me. It feels like something sharp and broken or something, but it's just that texture. And it looks like for me it's shooting low and to the left. These do appear to be adjustable sights, but I'll keep running it the way it is. Alright, magazine loading is getting a little bit easier. Here's the Sig Sauer Elite Performance 124 grain. The magazines won't drop. Pull them. Does when it's loaded. Alright, Sig Sauer ammunition. Go for the headshot area on that target, which is about the size of my fist. See if I can hit it. Alright, not particularly great, but okay, I guess. I'll try some different ammo. Alright, I went with some Gorilla Tape on the back of this momentarily. I don't find that to be a particularly positive attribute, to have that rough texture. Now we're changing bullet weight, 135 grain, Federal Hydro Shot. how this does from 7 yards. Not too horribly bad. It's about the size of my palm group. We'll try something else. Alright, Hornady Critical Defense 115 grain. Some people might argue this is probably the best load for a gun like this. But I'll go for some headshots, see how this does. Pulled a couple, but honestly that felt like the best load for this. It just felt right to me. Let's try something else. As you can see, the headshot area on that target's only barely wider than that piece of duct tape, so you can see firing pretty fast from 21 feet. Didn't do too bad. The misses were all on me. Now I have 147 grain Hornady Custom XTP. So this is the heaviest bullet weight. Let's see how this does out of this little pistol. Pretty nice. I got my metal tank out there, about 45 yards. See if I can hit it. Missed it. So, not too bad. Not too bad. I have one other round of ammunition to test through this, and we'll see how that does. One thing I noticed in my brass is all landing within about a 4 foot wide by 2 foot wide area. Very consistent where the brass lands. Alright, last round, 124 grain Hydroshock. Pretty low end power round overall. See how this does. Alright, I'm just going to go for that metal tank. I don't got a camera down there, but you should be able to hear it. Miss. So there you go. Other than that first magazine, having a little bit of issues there, ran pretty good. Just needed a break-in period. Just one magazine seemed to be the good break-in period that it needed. Could also be that hollow cavity and the Hydroshock might not, or the HST might not be the greatest. But overall, not too bad. About what I had expected. Accuracy isn't extremely superb, but I would say the amount of rounds, even if I only had 6 rounds in here, the amount of rounds I could land on target accurately at 7 yards in an area that's, you know, size of my fist, probably a lot better with this than a revolver. That's just the nature of it. Not to say that I couldn't do well with the revolver, but overall this does pretty well, and it probably would be something I might add to my concealed carry rotation. It's not too bad. So that's what you get today with the Taurus G2C stainless unboxing and first shots fired. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.